Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you ready? Thaboxingvoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over.
Ness Heyman.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a ring walk with Danny.
Ring Walk Danny.
Daniel.
Owen Bama, only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All them beautiful kids is here.
We turning TBV into the Hot 97 of boxing.
Keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling out. Chicago, we in here.
Man.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
Rude boy.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ring Walk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice presents Border Wars. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, and we will be discussing the status of Border Wars and where we're at. Obviously, as you can see from the title, the show is not canceled. Obviously, you know, we're struggling a bit, and you know, some of us just care about quality more than others is all that I can say, and that some of us is me. You know, I don't want anyone to have a half-ass experience, and you know, I feel like we was possibly heading in that route due to some things we just could not get figured out. A long list of things that I am going to mention just so that we know where we are. Obviously, the phrase a closed mouth won't get fed goes a long way and is very true, right? It took for me to express frustrations and, you know, express that I needed help to get some assistance. And it seems like we are getting that. But we'll start with some of the issues that, to me, became kind of like dilemmas, right? So first things first, obviously the last Border Wars that we did it at Plant City. You can see that venue today on Pro Box as Cesar Francis will be fighting in that venue. And, you know, it's a venue that is good enough for professional fighters. So we had the bar set pretty high. We had a few options in Las Vegas, and you know, one of those options was the famous Bones Adams Gym, where most of the pros you know have held their training camps. And we had two other locations that were options. So dilemma one became the distance of the secondary option that visually was more appealing. So the decision to take the further option hasn't been made. That obviously was going to be left on my shoulders entirely. And that became a dilemma for me because Bones is my trainer. That's who I'm paying to train me. He's under the impression he's training me and that we're holding the event there. But people that want to help with the event are like, Bones is going to be difficult with the parking. Especially if we want to have people there. If you're inviting hypothetically 100 people, not including the fighters and staff, that's a lot of vehicles. Bones can't facilitate that many vehicles. The other location, which is further out, which would be a 20, 30-minute Uber or cab ride for 90% of the fighters, is 20 or 30 minutes out. So that's one of the major dilemmas. Do I go with the more private, famous location of Bones that may or may not be able to accommodate the cars and the parking? It's a private facility. There's not street parking. There's no valet parking. So you got that. Plus, Bones only has one bathroom. Unisex. Male and female. So there's that. Before the cry out, I didn't have a DJ. Some people were immature enough to say, oh, wow, dude's worried about a DJ. As if it's a small thing. Cool. DJ needs to get every fighter's ring walk music. That needs to be played. In between fights, there needs to be some sort of intermission for the people that are there. You're talking about 100 people you want to invite, not including the 26 fighters plus 13 fights, 26 fighters, one trainer per fight. That's another 13 trainers. You're talking about 150 people, one bathroom, no music in between fights, no entertainment in between fights. Other dilemmas. No referee. No referee. We had an in-house referee. I wanted the event to go on so bad, I reached out to that in-house referee. We couldn't even get to that part of the conversation. Outside of that, I've reached out to Celestino Ruiz. I reached out to Ray Corona and a couple other professional refs. The biggest issue is the sanctioning. Is it sanctioned? Who's it sanctioned by? So that becomes an issue. I got the top ranked referee. Got the top ranked referee, and he was all good until I'm like, so how much for 4 hours? Ghosted me. Ain't been back since. So I got Nonito that's willing to ref, but he cannot ref 13 fights. Danny's recommending maybe Johnny Rice, a celebrity ref. And I don't mind that. But again, I like to give my participants the true feeling, and I don't want just Johnny in the ring. You know, Alex used to wear the outfit. It helped aesthetically. It helps the fighter get in the mood and feel as if he's in a real fight setting. So we got the referee issue. Then we got the pressure of DHP and Devin Haney having a fighter on the card. He's taking on Ambrose from Texas. And they're like, we're going to have 2 100 people. You can't do it at Bones' gym. This is a real fight. Jason is going to sell out. So I got that pressure. Right? Then we got the pressure of we took long and we didn't lock in the streaming company. They may have a date locked in, which now adds to the problem of cameraman. You know, so now I need cameramen that are willing to work for at least 4 hours being cameramen. And that's just some of the major, issues. A lot of people are fighting for belts. They didn't even submit their belt fees. So I took the liberty of ordering those belts and losing that money if they don't replace it. Another part of the stress. What else do we got? I think that is the majority of the issues, which really is Top Rank kind of offered that the greediest, I think your screen name is. But it becomes the same issue. For one, they got 2 rings in there, so it's less seating. And I don't know that they would allow that amount of capacity. But that also is something that, they never got back to me about. They said, let me see. And that then never happened. So, can't really push for something that isn't really there. We have to keep in mind that whatever location you pick has to have internet and strong internet, which Bones obviously has access to Ethernet. So those are some of the issues. It's about 4 hours. So we need a ref that's willing to do that, or multiple. Shout out to Rachel Donaire and Nonito that helped. They cleared up the issue. I was able to hire their son. So we'll have Rachel Donaire and Nonito Donaire's son as the DJ, which now puts Rachel and Donaire at the event. And, they want to know how they can help, but you can't ask too much of them. If Donaire is willing to do some reffing, that's all I can ask. But, yeah, that's where we're at, So I just want you to know. So I had that moment of weakness where it was like, yes, I'm throwing my hands up with this shit because I'm being met with so much resistance by my own team, so to speak. When my own team is like, oh, well, fuck it, don't sell tickets. Just let everyone free. Well, fuck it, don't stream it. People just want to fight. Fuck it, don't have a ref. Fuck it, don't have a DJ. So it's like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? If we're just going to keep eliminating things to force the event, that's not what I want. I don't want to put on a garbage event. That's not what I'm with. It's not what I want to do. So, yeah, I had a moment of frustration because the person or persons I'm turning to tell me, forget that, eliminate that, just let everyone in free. Oh, forget chairs. Don't measure the place. Don't worry about how many chairs. Just let everyone stand. Like, those are not solutions. That's just creating to the problem. Like, you adding more shit to create a shit show. That's not what I want. I would rather cancel it if we're going to have some bullshit that look like we just threw it against the wall. Exactly, E Black. Fuck it. No gloves. Let's have a street fight. Nah, that's not what we trying to do. That's not what I want to do. You know, old school boxing, aka Adrian, asking is there gonna be alcohol? I mean, I'm not even sure. Uh, can we have alcohol at Bones? I'm sure it's a private location. Again, it's just not gonna be able to cater to everybody on the parking tip. You know, I don't know how that's gonna be. That's probably a conversation I need to have with him. Yes, OC the boss, you could call in. The number is open. It's the same number on the screen. You know, that's another thing that got me upset. I got people like, yo, but you ain't post the number, bro. I've been doing this show 12 years. That's the same number, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know I had to post the number that people use every day, twice a day, to call in. So yeah, man. That's where we're at. You know, that's where we're at. Uh, I reached out. I see people still talking about do me. I reached out. That didn't work. We, like I said, we didn't even get that far in the conversation. So this is where we are. You know what we're doing rides a very fine line. That's why I have been trying to align myself with the WBC so that we can be sanctioned. You know, so that I don't have these issues. It's not like I never told you guys that I wanted to align myself with the WBC. It's not like I haven't submitted the proposal and the deck of Border Wars. You know, I would love for Border Wars to be the new Sugarbird tournament in the future because I would stream it. I would commentate it. You know, I would give those amateurs the proper attention they deserve the way that we do Border Wars. So, yeah, I wanted to get it sanctioned by Mauricio to see can some of these things be alleviated. You know, if I was with Mauricio, I'd get WBC officials. You know, I'd get WBC refs. You know, I get those types of things that could probably assist me in some of these issues. Pardon me for this music, but this is like a fucking whack ass Discord update. But it is open now for those that want to use Discord. So yeah, I see we got some calls. I want to assume this is OC the boss. What up?
What's up, Chief?
How are you?
Man, I'm good, man. How you doing, bro?
Chilling.
Yeah, so first off, let me say this, man. Listen, we all human, so we all have breakdowns. You understand me? We all sometimes feel like throwing in the towel. I just want to tell you this, bro. Don't never throw in the towel. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Pick your head up, keep that shit moving. As far as you trying to reach out to people or people wasn't doing what they were supposed to do till you start hollering out, man, like I told Adrian, like you need to just designate certain people for certain things, and that's their job. That's what they do. And you worry about what the shit you need to do. To me, I think you wouldn't have that problem. I'm in the sauna right now, man, so it sounds kind of crazy. I'm in the sauna. Other than that, man, I'm glad we're still rolling. Because let me tell you something. I got a fight tomorrow, so it's a tune-up for me. And I'm going to tell you how much I'm on it. I was just 188 last week. Remember when Bo was like, yeah, he's looking about 200 pounds. Well, bro, I'm down to 164. I'm down to 164 right now. Right?
Nice.
So it's game time. So I'm like, I hope this man don't cancel. I hope we figure out something. I hope we find out something. But true shit, I think if you can get the WBC route or you can get somebody that can back you, sanction you, however it fucking go, man, that'd be so sweet. But yeah, man, you gotta find you some brothers, man, that like yourself, like myself, all I watch is boxing. I watch no other fucking sport. All I watch is fucking boxing. and get you some dudes that's with that shit. Designate them to. This is your job, bro. When we put on border wars, this is your job. So you got to make the calls and whatever, negotiate. Boom, just report back and keep you up on tab and let that shit roll, bro. Other than that, yo, I'm waiting for February 25th. I'm gone.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we need people to step up for sure. I need some voluntary cameramen. I need 4-hour cameramen, bro. It's not gonna be easy. If we go with the further location, it is set up more like a fight location. The ring is in the center. You can have, chairs around. There's more than one bathroom, and there will be space for a ring walk. And there's location and space for you to change. In Bones, everything's gonna be right there. So I was really stressing. Like, I will have to warm up in front of my own opponent. Like, there's not a lot of space. So to some, that might not mean nothing, but to me, it's driving me crazy. Like, are the participants gonna be happy that they gotta warm up in front of their opponent, that they gotta dress and undress in front of their opponent? We don't even have curtains. When Top Rank is tight, they got curtains to section people off. It's a lot, man. There's a lot that isn't there, and I don't want to put out a shit product. It's not what I do. What's up, Rach and Donaire? I see you. I thought about inviting Sean, but that's more pressure. Having Rachel and Nonito there, having, Bones there, and Sean there, and Kevin Newman there, and fucking who are all these people that want to come is more pressure for it to look a certain way. It don't make it easier because they come in. It makes it harder that Devin wants a better location for his fighter. So, yeah, it's not easy, man. It's a fucking lot of pressure, bro. And, look, yesterday I had to go see, y'all know Mark Chinook, the announcer, right? He does all the Top Rank announcing. He's got a venue. He had a 3:30 setup. I got a 3 o'clock gym. It's fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking hard. What do? Not go to your gym session and fucking lose? Go to the see the venue and don't go to the gym session and freaking lose? Bro, it's not easy. I didn't go. I sent Danny. He didn't even tell me how it looked. Did he go? Or did he decide, fuck it, I'm not even fighting in Border Wars. I'm already at Top Rank. I'm already covering Devin Haney. Ness the one need to go see that venue. But Ness is training with Bones. It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. This is why I didn't do one last year. I was convinced that I would have more help than I have. I obviously don't have that. I was told when I asked for help, like, oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm only doing this. And it's like, damn, okay. That puts everything else on my shoulders. And it just ain't easy, man. It just ain't easy. You can't ask Danny to step up. This ain't his dream. Danny's dream is to be in the field. That's why he's in the gym with Devin. This is our thing. And I said that in the iMessage group chat. Like, from the beginning, I told you that Border Wars is no different than a bowling league, man. It's only as good as its members. Until the WBC or someone as great as them pick us up and give us sanction and we are able to get sponsorship, this is a bowling league, and or a basketball kind of tournament. You wouldn't want to play basketball on no hoop that's a crate. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. And that's what some of these dudes want me to do. They want me to play on a hoop that's really a milk crate. And I'm not doing that, man. I'm not doing that. I want something that is something that I could put out and be proud of, something that people are going to go back and rewatch on the playback. Don't you want that as a participant? Isn't that what you want? Like, don't you want your fight to be recorded 1080 4K? You know, don't you want your referee to wear the fucking bow tie and the shirt so when you show it to your family, it looks more than some sparring session? So, yeah, man, for anybody that doesn't understand how I feel and, oh, Ness, you just want to, cool, man, whatever, because this ain't yours. You know, a lot of you dudes, that's all you are is just a call or a chat. Like, this, for me, is greater than anything other than my family because this was a hobby that turned into so much more. So I never want to give garbage, you know? But I got Adrian in Wisconsin. What up?
Can you hear me there?
Yes.
Okay, I'm in the gym, so I'm trying to get back to where it's not too loud. I might have tuned a little bit late because I was getting my birthday punches from the kids, but so what from the beginning is all needed. I ain't trying to make you repeat yourself, but you're just trying to decide on venue, obviously, which one's best.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
that's one of the things, you know.
Okay. Obviously, you know, just doing this before, that's number one is just committing to a venue and then, you know, being understanding of what you can pull off in the space that you got. Which, you know, trust me, I know that can be trouble. I've had issues with venues in the past. As far as like chairs and stuff, like, do you have to rent chairs? Do you have to go to a rental
Absolutely.
company?
Gotta rent chairs.
Okay.
Gotta find someone to pick them chairs up or have those delivered. I'm telling you, it's just a lot.
Well,
The smallest
things.
things.
So most of those, right? So most of the, like the chair rental thing, those companies will deliver the chairs to whatever location you want. When you rent chairs, they deliver, and they pick them up. You just got to make sure that they're ready for pickup. Because that's, if you remember, that's how they did in Wisconsin, right? People just came and dropped the shit off, and we set it up, and then we put it back, and then they came and picked up their stuff. So they will deliver anything that you have delivered. And then as far as like a DJ, did you get somebody there, or did you get that information that I sent you?
Yeah, nah, I got Donaire's son. They got the equipment and everything, so I was able to hire him. After, like I said, after I expressed frustration, you know, Rachel reached out and offered to help and pointed me in certain directions for certain things. But still no ref, you know, reached out to some refs, like I said, professional refs. And, you know, I think the biggest issue is the sanction. You know, a lot of those guys, they got to get it cleared.
They won't touch with it. Yep, they won't touch you with a 10-foot pole because it's unsanctioned. Oh,
Yep.
trust me, I know.
Yeah.
So here's one thing, and I know this is obvious. This isn't for now, but you know, in the future, you can build your Border Wars brand through USA Boxing. Now, I know you don't like USA.
No, that's
Boxing,
my
but
point. I said that, but I wanted it to be sanctioned through the WBC because I feel like we could be the new Sugarbird, but better.
Right, but put it this way. The WBC messes with USA Boxing too.
I know.
Some of those tournaments.
The Sugarbird.
So
Sugarbird is WBC.
Yeah, right. Right. So what I'm saying is, you can actually just go through USA Boxing, and everything you're doing now, these Border Wars belts, this, that, and the other thing, like it's private. It costs $300. There's two things you need to do that. One, you just need to use somebody like me who's got a gym, right? That's registered to USA Boxing. That's like $235 a year or whatever to have your gym registered to USA Boxing. Then to do a USA Boxing event costs you $360. It comes with refs. It comes with all the people you need. You just have to secure one of the USA Boxing doctors, and they volunteer. You don't pay them. You could be nice and buy them a steak dinner and do whatever, but you don't necessarily pay them. You know, the only thing with that is obviously people are going to need to be registered, and you're not going to be able to have somebody who's 45 fight somebody who's 35 because they're going to be in the Masters division. But just going forward in the future, it's private. You're the person who does all the matchmaking. People have to reach out to you, so you can keep your event private and just to the Border Wars community as long as they're registered. You don't have to let anybody in. It's your event. It's yours to do with once you pay for the sanction. And it's
That
like insurance,
sounds,
bro. You
that
understand?
actually sounds good if we could get that off. I like that. I like the way that
Because
sounds.
at that, exactly, because listen, they take all of that complication out for you. They bring all the staff, they come in and they do everything. So all you got to worry about is the ring walk, this, that, and the other thing. Once you secure all that, a venue, and you got the ring and stuff, they take care of it from there. You can put it out there as a private event, and that's when you invite the people you want, and you can do the matchups that you want to do. As long as they're within weight, and this would honestly keep everybody honest, because if you come in 20 pounds overweight, guess what? They're probably not going to let you guys fight each other. And two, which be real, the realistic part is for these guys under 40. I think I talked to OC. Under 40, you're going to be fighting in 10 and 12 ounce gloves. So it ain't going to be no 16. You're going to be fighting in 10s or 12s. So it's going to be a little bit more closer to that experience for these young guys.
Yeah, I don't like any of that.
something-
I don't like any of that. I do like my 16s for my guys, because what we offer is the experience to the older guy. Yeah, we're getting a lot of young guys, but there's still people in their 40s and
old guys
above.
Gotta wear 16. Old guys got to wear 16s. And that's if you're in the over 40 club, you have to wear 16-ounce gloves. It's only
Cool.
when you're a younger guy that you're going to have to wear the smaller gloves.
Yeah,
16s
some
are
of those
required
young
for
guys
everybody
can't
over
even
40.
do that, man. I'm gonna be real, but I hear you. I hear you.
I'm just offering you like, to build.
No,
the brand
I
and
get it.
something,
It sounds like the most
yeah.
promising thing, honestly. So, it's information I didn't even know was available to me.
Yeah. So, and the nice part about that is once you open it to USA Boxing, sponsors, this and that, a million times easier to get, because you're doing it through USA Boxing, it represents certain tax write-offs and them helping, the community and the youth, and as far as it's concerned for making money, Ness, like when you do, like I've never been to a USA Boxing event that didn't have like 400 people in it.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is get a few local young fighters on top of your fighters, and you're going to pack it out. And you can sell alcohol, everything that's done, in that you've been doing can be done. It can be an event just like that. So, I mean, that's just for future stuff. But like, I would say the biggest thing is like, obviously looking for a ref and camera guys. I'm assuming that the rest of the community will judge.
What? Yeah,
as far as judges.
Again, in the past, we got one USA Boxing judge. We had a celebrity judge. We trying to minimize regular people being judges. They get distracted. They're watching the fights. They're talking to people that, they've only dealt with on the internet. Like, how many people are going to want to meet you because they've only heard you call in. So it's not an easy job to ref, you know what I mean? Just like it's not an easy job to announce. We've had all types of mistakes, and we got to learn from those. I'm not trying to continue to have people have bad decisions on their fights, and the wrong scorecards get read. Those things have to be corrected by having the proper officials.
Right. So it's just my one suggestion I put in the thing. What helped me do Border Wars both times, Ness, I tackled one problem at a time. If I tried to tackle, trust me, man, I got stressed out. You could ask George. Man, there were days I felt just like you, Ness. I was just like, man, this is bullshit. Something would fall out, something would go wrong, and I'd have to figure out something else. But like it does get stressful. But I figured out when I started just tackling one problem at a time, mentally that made it a lot easier, instead of trying to focus on 4 issues at once. If that makes sense to you, when you go through the checklist, like, let me just figure this part out, and then this part out, and then go down and start checking the boxes. It makes it a lot easier, and then you have that big list, and you know where to go. And like OC said, if there are people within the community that can help at certain things. I know it's kind of hard for you there because you're on ground zero. You're in Las Vegas, and most of us aren't there, so that we can't physically do things for you. But we can definitely make calls to rental places. Like, there is certain stuff you can ask people to do to get those little things out of the way and delegate, those types of decisions.
For sure, man. I need manpower, truthfully. It's gonna take decorating the day before, setting up, doing the dry run, sound check. Is manpower at the end of the day.
Well, brother, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna rebook my flights because you know me, man. I take shit at face value. I canceled my flight when I got that text, and I'm gonna rebook. But I planned on getting there Thursday, so if there's something that you need, brother, I'm gonna be there.
All right.
All right.
All right.
And one other thing. So I'm just curious. Are you gonna start? I know there's only so many weeks left, but I think the biggest thing, the one thing that I missed from the Border Wars shows that made them interesting and made them longer and gave people time to call in was reviewing people's training footage. That's, to me, that was like 30% of the experience. Everybody, you talking about, oh, look, he takes.
I haven't gotten any footage. If anything, maybe people have posted something on Facebook that I haven't seen. But yeah, again, because everybody is focused on them. As you can see, you're in the Border Wars chat and you heard the complaints. But everybody's locked in. Everybody's training. So ain't nobody really posting. And there's no one like in the past to be on them, to claim that they're going to find them, to call them on their shit, because I'm training too. I got to get my shit together. It's difficult, bro. It ain't easy.
No, I feel you. I'm just saying, like, I know Forbes has posted videos. I have, James has on the Facebook thing. I mean, I know it's a lot of time to go through and do all that stuff, but I am letting you know, like, that people have been posting. I mean, I have seen people's work being posted, and I know it's a lot of work. I'm just pointing out what makes Border Wars special. What I found special about it, and what made the show is good for me was, just having that, talking about, like, man, look at his style compared, like, that's a lot of the build up, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying anything negative. Like, you're the one who hypes that up. You talking about how people fight is what people are interested in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it. It's
So
just I'm also learning that in order to do that, I can't be fighting, because I can't be worrying about how you look. I gotta worry about how I'm looking.
Nah, Dave, trust me, you never seen me want to fight in a Wisconsin one, and now you know why. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work. Time to train gets tough.
Yeah, man.
So I totally understand. I totally understand where you're coming from. That's why even when you was like, man, it's Wisconsin, it's your home. Yeah, man, but I'm dealing with 3 million things. So unless you're going to get me some cherry to beat up because I'm not going to train at all, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I get it,
brother. I'm glad it's still going on, and I'm feeling a little bit better about it. So I can book a ticket out there and a place to stay.
For sure, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
All right, brother. Well, remember, man. There's some things. I'm willing to make calls. I'm willing to whatever. I got friends in Las Vegas who deal in the entertainment industry, like the dude that provided them ring card girls that was basically strippers. He lives out there in Las Vegas, right by you, brother. So, I mean, if you need something like that, I can always.
Yeah, that's another thing. We definitely don't have. We definitely don't have ring girls. We don't even have that right now. So yeah, I was gonna put in a conversation with Hardeen and see, but again, we need that location to be decided on to let them know where we're going and where we need them to be.
No, I got you. Brother. I mean, the one unique thing that you have going on for you right now, Ness, is, and this is how you need to think about it. What experience do you want? You know what I mean? I know you want it to be great. I know you want it to be good. But, like, when you're making decisions, since you're actually fighting in this one, I mean, just sit there and think. Like, you don't need the opinions of the rest of us because, you're doing
Well, that's my point, though. I know what I want, but what I want may not be the best. Like, obviously, the right thing is the further gym, but it's far, 20, 30 minutes from the strip. We talking about Craig Road. Some people don't even like going to that side of Vegas. So I can't make those decisions alone. Then you got to think about the privacy of Bones. We a smoking community. We might be better off at Bones, but then you got to think about the parking, which Rachel Donaire brought up. It's like, bro, we might not be able to satisfy the parking issue. 150 fucking people. How many cars is that? Where the fuck we gonna put them?
But you're on the strip, right? Is Bones?
Hell no. Bones
off
is
the strip?
no. Bones is a private facility, so that shit don't got parking. Is not. There's not even street parking, man. I'm telling you.
Right. No, but what I'm saying is, if there's not gonna be that kind of parking, I expected to take an Uber or get dropped off or do whatever just because I've been out there before. With you, so I kind of realized what it is to get around. I don't know if anyone's putting that in their itinerary or something to do, but I'm not gonna. I'm be honest. I'm just there to fight. I don't give a shit about the casinos, none of that shit. I'm just interested in beating James Clark's ass.
Well,
you know what I'm
this
saying? I'm coming in.
This is the best thing that happened. People will have this to digest for a couple of days and decide because again, it's the participants. I don't want to make a decision. Then it's like, bruh, you said Vegas, this shit 30 minutes. That's like a whole nother city. I'm thinking the strip. I don't want to hear that shit from motherfuckers, man. And I'm going to hear that shit. So I'd rather it be you guys make the decision whether that's tough or not because Bones is close. Bones is 10, 15 minutes probably for everybody. Bones is private, but Bones only got one bathroom. Bones ain't got a lot of room in there. Y'all probably gonna be changing with each other and shadow boxing in front of your opponent. It's a lot to consider, bro. It's a lot to consider. The other venue is bigger. It's got the space where we could go privately and warm up. It's just further out. It's got its own parking lot, private parking lot. So it's got the space for that.
People can go to Keem route. I mean, Keem stayed in Milwaukee and drove his ass an hour to Watertown. You know what I mean?
But not everybody is Keem. Keem got like 4 fights in Border Wars. Not everybody is Keem.
Right, but you gotta figure too, Ness. You gotta look at everyone's gonna be inconvenienced in some way or another. Any location you pick, there's a certain inconvenience. You know what I mean? It's just you gotta weigh out, and I guess you gotta ask us. Do people want a bigger venue with more private, a bigger venue but a longer drive, or do people want to be close in a small venue and like you said, and that I guess that's a question for all of us. I mean, me personally, I won't lie, man. Like I just want close to the same experience I got that people got here. That's it. I just want to go fight, have a good time, and be cool. You know what I mean? So however you got to do it and get it done. And if you need any help, like I said, just reach out to me, brother. You know my phone number.
For sure. I got Keem on Discord.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What up, Ness?
Shit.
Yeah, shout out to Adrian, man. God, talk forever. He just keep going. Shout out to Adrian. The venue, bro, if it's 20, 30 minutes out, it's not a big deal.
You breaking up. Jump back in and out, Keem. You're pretty choppy. We're going to give him a few seconds to come back. Let me go ahead and... There you go. You there? Oh, I got to let you back in. What up? Big Fish is right. People did drive an hour, but that's the thing. You drove an hour from the airport to a beautiful venue. We had a beautiful hotel. We had a beautiful venue. And that's all I'm saying. Like, it's got to be worth it. But are you there, Keem? Keem, we do not hear you. You might want to jump back in. Landline is open, though, Keem, because we not hearing you and you not speaking. Let's see. This is Rolling with the Punches. What up?
Hey, what up, Ness, man? How's it going, man?
What up, champ?
What up? Hey, shit, I understand exactly where you're coming from, man. Like 100%, 100%. The reason why I say that is because that's what I'm always telling everyone and shit. When I be trying to, when I sit there and I circulate border wars and shit, like I speak on it and shit. I always talk about the experience. I'm like, man, you guys don't understand. I'm like, that experience is a hell of an experience. I'm like they died like Ness, TVV, all of them, because that's a lot of hard work by a lot of people, man. I was like they did their thing and shit. That's one thing I'm always preaching and shit, man. Like that experience is hardcore. That shit's dope. I was like to the point where I this amateur boxer I met at my job, like I don't know, a few jobs ago and shit. He was an amateur boxer. He was like 6-0 and shit, like 5-0 and shit. He was doing his thing, man. And I was like, hey man, I was like you should jump on. You should jump on that show, TBV. I'm trying to tell you, man. I was like, in fact, fucking fight border wars. I was like, because they give you such a great sense of the feeling of like how it is, like in such a. Because it's the TBV, the people and shit, like they make it, they put a lot, they make it different, all the different energies, different personalities, like just everyone, like everything and shit, like it makes it much more different and shit, So I'm like, and then there was a setup though, like the way you guys actually present it, present the whole event and shit, like man, that shit right there is like, I'm trying to tell you that that'll help anybody. I'm like you're like that's a good experience for an amateur to do and shit, man, to be in that environment, I like, especially if you hop in the Discord, hop in hop at TV, watch a couple of videos and shit. I was like get in the community. I was like seriously though, man. So like, now I understand what you mean by not wanting to take nothing off and shit. You shouldn't though, man. You really shouldn't take nothing off. But you won't have to though. I really believe you won't have to, man. There's just too many people, too much support. That they're gonna want, they're gonna want to make that shit right. Like that. I'm telling you, the Plant City and shit. Shit, man. Both experiences of Wisconsin was. Like, I wanted the bar setup outside fight, man. That shit, man. Shit, I'm telling you, gets me excited, man. I want to just start rambling away and shit. But no, I'm telling you, like, so no, like, they're all gonna be great, man. They really are and shit. Just with the mind state, what I'm saying, straight up. You got it. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. Let me see if we got Keem back on. Nope. All right, so maybe this is you. What up, Keem?
Yo, can you hear me now, bro?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Yo, so what I was saying is, it sounds like there's a lot more issues with Bones Gym than the other gym. If the other gym, the only issue is it's
90 seconds.
30 minutes outside the strip, I don't see that being a big deal, man. Like, I get it. Like Adrian said, me, I've done border wars a bunch of times. I always make it a whole. I know how to do it right, man. Like, so, I stayed in Milwaukee. I drove 45, 50 minutes to get to Watertown. No big deal. So 20, 30 minutes out the strip, that's nothing, man. Like, I don't see that being a problem. I don't really see anybody complaining about that. Like, I'm gonna have a rental car.
60 seconds.
Hit me up, man. I take 2-3 people in the back seat. We'll ride the border wars together, and I'll bring y'all back. Uber out there shouldn't be nothing crazy for 20, 30 minute ride. I mean, or whatever. Like, that's how border wars always goes, man. You know what I mean? Like, I've been a part of a few of them, and that's, people catch rides with other people, you catch an Uber, whatever the case may be, man, we make it work. There's always going to be something to complain about, right? Everybody can have something to complain about. You can always, be inconvenienced by something. That's going to happen regardless, man. But in reality, if that's the only issue, that's not a big issue, bro. 20, 30 minutes for a more aesthetically pleasing location Because you make great points, man. I know that's always your issue. I always tell people that
10
when I
seconds.
talk about Border Wars, I'd be like, Ness is a real stickler on how it looks visually. He wants it to look good on the YouTube. He wants it to look good to the people that have been around. Because, bro, my first Border Wars, it was just us in the gym at Steve Cunningham's. You know what I'm saying? So I seen it grow. To what it was even in Florida. We had a crowd in there. It was Jim Xander was in there. Cash Chaney showed up. It was nice, and then he got even bigger in Watertown. It was crazy. The lights and even more people in the bar, and it was great. So I've seen what it's become. So I know how how you are, how you want it to look. This is your baby. You've grown it from nothing. So I get it, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. But again, I vote for whatever other venue you talking about. 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Ain't no problem, bro. It ain't no thing. We gonna make it work. We had bigger issue than that in Florida. I don't know if you remember. Whoever it was that booked the house for the fighters, that shit was in fucking Naples. The fight was in Northport, like 45 minutes away from most people from the crib. I know Jordan Baker was scooping people up in the Audi, and we made it work, man. So if it's 20, 30 minutes, not a big deal. The referee, I feel like, you mentioned Johnny Rice. Look, Johnny, I would love to have Johnny Rice as a star referee, as celebrity ref. I'll be real with you, Johnny seems like he play a lot. He play around a lot. If he would be willing to take it serious,
Exactly,
that
man. And that's what you had from Doomy. You knew Doomy was taking it serious. He went above and beyond with his job.
And Doomy know his boxing too. He, He was a fighter. So, I get you on that. That's the only issue I would have with Johnny.
And that's a big issue.
Have him there.
That's a big issue because the ref is important.
Serious. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm sure you could. Bro, you in Vegas is a fight town. I know you still new to Vegas, and you don't know as many people out there. And like we said, it's an unsanctioned event. In the future, I do like the USA boxing route. Because we can still do everything we're doing now. I think a little more organized, and everybody would have to sign up for USA or whatever. But the ref, I think you can figure that out. I have full confidence you could find somebody out there who would be willing to referee, somebody with boxing experience who would be willing to do it. And then what was the other issues we had? The camera crew sounds like more of an issue than everything else to me. I mean, do you have cameras and you just need people to man them? Or you I
got the stuff, but that's the thing. Like, we need people to man them. We need people to man them now.
Because I know in Plant City, I grabbed the camera. I grabbed the camera for the Forbes and Preston fight. And for I forget who else's fight, because the TriStar needed help. Dude came up to me. I forget, was it Dan the Man was his name? He came up to me, asked me if I wouldn't mind holding the camera. He just needed me to do X, Y, Z. I grabbed the camera, and I think I held it for like 2 fights for him, bro. I remember little Adrian. Shout out to little Adrian. His son held the camera for hours out there in Watertown, right?
Word.
Like, if you got the equipment, so long as you can get somebody who knows what they're doing, it can be kind of like Dan the Man, the point, the lead on the cameras. People are there to grab a camera and help us out. I mean, look, the community comes together, man. I know you don't want it to just
I know, but you got to understand it's 4 hours.
Nah, understood.
It's
I got
4 hours,
like,
and even like hypothetically, you throw a dude like King Born up there. 5, 6 people gonna want to say what's up to King Born. That camera's dropping.
King Born gonna want to say what's up to everybody else too. You ain't lying. You know how King Born. Shout out to Born. But look, cause I guess my thing is this right now. I see it says not canceled, but in reality, it's a lot of issues I'm hearing that don't have solutions right now. So are we really still good to go? Either way, I'm gonna be in Vegas. Don't get me wrong.
It's gonna happen. The thing is, I'm letting y'all know what my issues are, so I feel like the venue issue will be resolved because the community is going to pick where we go. And, we'll see, does that create an issue with Bones? Because obviously, he was expecting to do the event there. So...
Right. But I mean, if he's got no parking, he's got one bathroom. I remember seeing the facility. It was a tight squeeze.
Yeah.
And the way it's set up, it had like that big wall right in front of the like equipment in between the ring and where the equipment was. it just really, I agree. It doesn't seem like the right venue if you're gonna have 150, 200 people in there.
Exactly.
If we're gonna have a Devin Haney and his father and his fighter in there, and Nonito and Rachel, and the type of events that you have, I don't see that venue cutting it. Just being straight up, I don't see it cutting it. This other place sounds like a better.
There you go. And
at least
you thinking logically and being honest. I mean, some people was telling me, nah, fuck it, do it. Stay at Bones. Don't put chairs. Just let everyone in standing. That's your solution.
But where's everybody gonna park?
Bruh, I'm telling you, people don't care about the real problems. They just don't want the venue to be. I mean, the event to be canceled.
If they don't have a place to park, that don't make sense, man. You know what I mean? Like, we got to think. And again, I'll shout out to Rachel. She part of the back call. She's been back there a bunch of times. She had brought that up a while back when you had mentioned Bones. She was like, I don't see how people are going to fit in there. There's one bathroom. There's nowhere to park. It's a private, place, his private place. And yeah, so I don't see how that could work, bro. I really don't. I feel like that would bring you too many issues the day of. And again, you have to fight. So you're trying to minimize the issues day of as well, right? You can't be running around trying to get this and that going and worried about everybody. Yo, Ness, I got nowhere to park. Yo, Ness, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be. I could only imagine how hectic it's gonna turn out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that's gonna work. My vote, like I said, for this other venue, you got 20, 30 minutes ain't a big deal. We could get over that hump. A ref, I have full confidence you could find somebody. I'm fully confident you could find somebody out there in Vegas that'd be willing to ref. And camera will have to get that situated. If you got all the equipment, we got to try to lock in some people. Reach out to the community. Who's coming? Who's pulling up? Who's down the whole? I seen somebody in the chat just saying that they would do it. Somebody's name, Cinema, was in his name. He was saying, 4 hours is light work. You know what I mean? Sounds like it's probably what he do for a living or something. But reach out. Who's coming? Who's pulling up? Who's down to hold the camera? Like, who's down to, you know what I mean? Help out in that way. So, I don't know. I know that the title of the show is not canceled. I'm hearing all of the issues, and we're not really finding solutions right now. So I'm trying to throw them out. If it's the venue, look, you got my vote for the other venue, not Bones. No slight to Bones. He's a legend, but it just doesn't seem like his facility would be able to hold what we're trying to do. So look, regardless, bro, I'm in Vegas. I'm out there. I come in Thursday morning. Because I plan. Although I've been a bunch of border wars, I've never been able to actually have an official weigh-in. Because that's the other thing. You do weigh-ins. You do this for real. Like, we weigh in the day before.
Yeah.
A little press conference type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be there for that this time because of, I haven't been able to make one of those before. So, we got to get all that situated, man. So yeah, again, my vote is for the other venue.
And it very well may fall into place. Like, we like I got a location for, like, I wanted to do the weigh-ins at the Win, but how many people coming in on Thursday? How many of those people are gonna be A and B fighter, like, for that card?
Yeah,
like maybe you be there, maybe you be there in Supermax, but not your opponents. So it's
Yeah, I feel you, man. But again, I'm just trying to offer solutions, bro.
Nah,
I don't
for
wanna
sure, I
just add to the
appreciate it.
problem. Solutions, man. So those are my votes. The other venue, whatever that might be, sounds like the better option. I think chairs is light work. You find you a party company, like Adrian said. Any place I've ever rented chairs from, they bring them to you. All you gotta do is have them folded up afterwards, and then so they can pick them up. The ref, I'm fully confident we can get that. You got the DJ already. I think all of that will fall into place. The venue must be chosen, I think, ASAP, and we got to get the camera crew situated. But I think everything else will be fine. Like I had told you before, look, my wife is down. If you need somebody at the door to handle, however you're gonna do the tickets, if people coming in, she can collect cash for you, make sure to send you cash or whatever. Like, she's down to help, man. So, and again, I am too, whatever I can. Like, I'm coming in Thursday if you need help setting up or whatever, man. Like, to make this work, bro, I'm all for it. I'm training too hard for this. I'm ready to put hands and feet on Chino. I'm ready to give him a boxing lesson, teach him how to box. You know what I'm saying? I've been rewatching his fights. It's terrible what he went up against, and he thinks he's gonna be able to do something with me. It's pretty sad. So I'm ready. I'm ready to show this dude how to box, man. I don't want to miss that opportunity. I'm gonna be in Vegas regardless. Though. I ain't canceling my flight. I don't know what the rest of these guys got going on. I'm gonna have me a great time in Vegas.
Yeah, I
But
was a
yeah,
little
man,
bit
that's it, brother.
disappointed, man, that Ray canceled his shit that quick. Like, you wildin'.
I mean, I guess I don't know. For me personally, bro, it's Vegas. Like, man, I'm going to Vegas. I took my days
Exactly.
off work. That's the week after my birthday. Me and my wife gonna go out there, and if it ain't no fight, fuck it, we gonna have a ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might have a better time if it ain't no fight, 'cause then I can party every day. You know what I mean? Now I gotta chill out Thursday, Friday, and then after I get my dub, then I can go, party Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, man. So that was it, man. Again, anything you need, bro, holla at me. Closed mouth don't get fed, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Hopefully this all comes together, man, and we get it going. But yeah, that's all I got, bro. I need to get back in this gym. I've been out this motherfucking hour now waiting to get home.
All right,
Appreciate you,
champ.
bro.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in. New caller in Florida, or we just don't have you registered. Who's this?
Yo, this is Anthony, man. That's my other number.
Ant, what up?
What's
Forbes,
good?
right?
Man, chilling. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In the building.
What's goody?
Man, another day. Just checking in, man. Letting you know, like, if you need somebody to pick people up, I got you. I'm saying if you need like 2-3 taxis, like I got my fam to pull up. Because we going to be 10, 12, 15 deep anyway. So, might cop a couple rental cars. So if I got to pick some people up, not an issue. I think the 30-minute venue is a little better because, the space, people, the experience, everybody want that experience. So it's all about that experience, the space. So like I said, I'm here for whatever, man. You already know, whatever you need. I mean, ain't no real issue with me.
Appreciate it,
phone
Ant.
click out. Oh.
I appreciate
you
it.
already know.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, maybe I should have spoke up before letting my anger and frustrations get to me, and we probably would have had these people step up. But nonetheless, that phrase is true. Closed mouth don't get fed. People are now trying to assist, and I believe we'll be able to, get everything situated the way that it needs to be so it could be the proper event, man. I just ain't trying to put out garbage, man. That's not what I do. I got Supermax Super Chat says, I'll be there February 25th either way, but I do vote for the bigger venue. I have family and possibly my sponsor wanting to fly out, so the bigger, the better. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of what everybody is saying, but that puts a lot of pressure on me because we've been there before. We had the biggest venue that we could get ever, probably. I don't think we'll ever get a venue as big or as beautiful as Plant City, and we didn't fill it up. So that's all the stress because I gotta pay for those venues. Like they don't give you them shits. You have to project what you gonna make and make sure that whatever you putting up, you ain't losing. And Queen City Cobra, what it do?
Yo, me, I'm always in and out the loop, but am I here right? You fighting?
Yeah, man, I'm fighting Pablo who fought Rel.
Okay, I don't know if I seen that one. Okay, I'm about to check that out. Y'all might be in the building, man. I thought y'all was gonna cancel it for a minute. I was looking forward to getting in and out of Vegas. I could walk again. I had my knee put back together and shit, so I'm back mobile, man. Yeah, man, if y'all doing it, I'll come through, man. You know me, I help with whatever y'all need. I guess I got it from what I've heard so far. It's the first I'm hearing that it's been a venue switch, other than just seeing it in the chat. But if there is a place where because the people who are gonna come are probably people who live in the area or are connected to the area, so they probably will be driving. And then, from what I understand, with the people I know that live there, like the strip ain't really where you really want to go to hang out. The locals anyway. So
yeah, locals don't really do the strip.
30 minutes, if it's Yeah, so if it's 20, 30 minutes away, yeah, like I said, King had it right. That's cakewalk, man. That's par for the course. I mean, hey, we did that just about everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So just even when we did the one in Florida, I mean that was far. I guess everybody had the misunderstanding thinking it was somewhere else. But we still made it happen. Still turned out great, and Vegas is Fight City, so I don't put one word out. I'm sure you got 100 people showing up, and you got a bigger venue, more aesthetically pleasing. I mean, shit, you probably just have to roll with that, man. Unless there's some way, I don't know what Bones Gym look like, but unless there's some way he can, set something up different. But yeah, one bathroom, you got a lot of ladies that's probably gonna come. That ain't gonna work. so that big venue is probably it. And sometimes you just gotta go a little far, man. But that ain't even really far. So that's like everybody says, an Uber ride away, we there. That's something you can do a couple times over the weekend too. Not just shit, that's too far to go more than once. But yeah, you just pull up, 20, 30 minutes away. That's all right, man. And get back to the, I mean, I would be on the strip, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let me know. I'll be out there, man. I help with whatever you guys need. I'm out there. I coach somebody up. If somebody need a corner man, I coach them up and do what we can the few days we got, So yeah, I'll probably be out there, man. Let me know. I'll be out there. I ain't got shit to do.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to
All right, brother.
James Benitez reaching out to some camera guys. Appreciate it. Info Joe, ring announcer, what up?
What up, Ness? Man, I'm glad you're still going forward with it. I hear all the problems that you have, man. I think that if you give a big shout out to the community on a regular show, I think a lot of those boys will be filled. Even probably with the ref. You never know who knows somebody that knows somebody, man. But I think you got a big microphone. I think some of those issues, you let them out, man. Like you just did right now. People are stepping up. But I think if we got enough people in the community that'll come that can help out probably with the camera. My son does it too, but I don't know if he'll do it for free. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll have to stop what he's doing because, he shoots videos regularly. But I know that he's good. And other community members in Vegas probably can reach out, man, and fill some of those voids too. I can help out whatever I can as well, man. But I think we still should go forward with it. Does the bigger place, I say go for the bigger place. Does it have internet connection and everything that you need?
I just sent them a message because I've gotten so many people saying go with the bigger place. I sent the message to see could we do a walkthrough. But last time I checked, when we went through there, they definitely had internet.
A good sound system, or is that something that we bring? The DJ that we everything off of there.
Yeah, no, you would probably be working off of the DJ's sound system and equipment. I gotta confirm with Rachel that her son has a mic set up.
Okay, as far as the ref, I know that's very important. Do they have to have done it before?
I mean, preferably, man.
Time to groom somebody in the community to.
I don't think that
take that place.
It depends who, because you gotta have some sort of knowledge, because we use a combination of professional rules and amateur rules. Like some people get standing eights, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I thought about JP. That's all. I don't know if he, is into reffing or does he really pay attention to. I know he knows his boxing, but
yeah. But remember,
out there, I know he's.
Remember that Doomy was a sweater. Like that shit is not. That's not for you. Got to be in shape.
That's right.
You got to be
Um,
in shape. Duma used to be drenched, but he was in shape, and he did. It's not easy. It's not easy to ref. It's not easy to ref.
nah, I know. And he has a great talk with everybody before, after the fight. And he's really careful with the fighters to make sure nobody gets hurt. Uh, I say, man, put it out there like you're doing right now. So on the regular show, man, you never know who might step up, man. Might be a retired ref or something that listens to the show. And somebody that might be their uncle or their cousin or something that has done it in the past. But I think that as far as the cameraman, I think it's enough people in the community that can hold a camera, man, that we can maybe alternate. Put it out there, man. I'm pretty sure
I
you
mean,
might
I
have
just did.
volunteers, brother.
I just did. This is me putting it out. This is what I need. Is out there.
Yeah, but you got more listeners on the regular show though too. So also do it there, and then we might make a choice. But I I hear your stress, man. What was one of the other problems, man? It was the venue. It was cameraman. What are the main things?
The DJ, the referee. Um, Obviously now we don't even the the glove sponsor. We ain't got that. So now we had the mercy of the gloves that the people bring. Usually I had gloves in case people's gloves wasn't official because some of these dudes be cheating. They gloves be beat up.
Right.
All type of shit. So yeah, it's a few issues, man. It's a few issues, but the major thing is definitely the
So he just came to my mind as far as cameraman real fast. What's happening with Enrique?
no clue. But we been there, done that with Enrique, man. We got one border wars where we had a still shot for like 2 fights. Remember? And
Yeah.
uh, you need people that care. And Enrique's excuse to that was I didn't want to stop. It's like so we're streaming fights and you decide you don't want to stop, so you just show a still shot for the whole fight. So that means you didn't want to
Right.
stop, so
Right.
nobody got to see. I can't have that type of, you know. You need better people than that.
All right. All right. But let's just keep talking about it, man. I think we can work out those kinks, man. Of course, I'll try to shoot down there and be down there Thursday as well to help out and assist wherever I can too, brother. I love Border Wars. Even if I wasn't announcing, I'm a fan of Border Wars, man. Shout out to the community, man. All the fighters, man, that have been training. I'm just a fan of all y'all, man, that have been putting in that work, man. Because this is something unique, man, and I believe that it can eventually blow up, man. I believe that, man. And this we got to keep it going, though. If we don't have it, it'll be a big letdown for the next one. People won't be so interested in it if we stop right now, though. Since we didn't call, we had a date and everything set. So let's see what we can do. But I understand if we ain't gonna do it right, let's not do it at all. I get that. And if we can't work out those kinks, maybe we should pass this time, But those are some serious issues right there, and hopefully we can find somebody in the community to step up. I'll also ask my son too and see what he says if he's available too, and I'll discuss that with you personally.
Appreciate
that's
it.
all I got, Cham. Let you get to some other callers, man. Shout out to the boxing gods.
All right.
Peace.
Peace. So Supermax said Ron did do a good job. Let's say like Border Wars 6, but he's with Fight Hype now, and I believe he's gonna be busy. February 25th is a big day. You got Broner, you got PBC in Minneapolis, and you still got cards being formed and built. But I did shoot him a text because Supermax reminded me, and we'll see. I don't have any issue reaching out to anybody. If we could get them on board, I'm with it. But you just got to consider, some of these guys might have things to do. Again, this is our love, not everybody else's. But I got Jerron Wolf. What up?
Hold on, just checking in, man. I hate to see you distressed about it. Wish there was more I could do to help. I'm trying to do my best to honor my obligations because I know that's part of your stress. But I'm still working, and my plan is to be there. I'm not backing out, and I'm not running. Man, I am starting to feel a bit nervous. Like I said, I wish there was more I could do. I mean, like, I know you need camera people. I mean, if you can't find anybody, at the very least, people that's there, if we have to, the fighters can take turns recording. 'Cause I know, people can be fighting and things. Just, I want to do it. I know, and I understand you not want to put out a subpar product. I mean, Adele canceled her whole tour because it wasn't looking the way she wanted, looking and sounding the way she wanted to. So I can understand wanting to keep up you set a standard, you want to keep a standard and keep raising the standard for it so it keeps getting bigger and bigger. You don't want, you're not trying to go backwards, and I understand that. I don't think I know I didn't. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people didn't realize how much work you put in to put these on. Because before you made it, you made it look so seamless and so easy. I think a lot of people probably felt like it's just easy for you, and we're realizing now just how much work you're putting in behind the scenes that we don't even know you're putting in. Because a lot of people are just in the gym and training and showing up. They're fighting, not realizing you having all the stress on you. So I do think we as a community definitely need to embrace this more and try to do what we can to help. So it can go as smooth as it went in Wisconsin and in some other places because you had that extra help. But other than that, I'm see you in February. That's my call.
All right. Appreciate it. Uh, looks like I got. Let me see on Discord. Actually, we got a few people here. James, man, you ain't never tell. Is you coming? Cause you definitely know how to be a cameraman, man. That's what I need. An experienced person like yourself to get up on that box or on the ring apron and give that best that main camera that we could always go to, because that's usually the issue, man. You got people get distracted and then the camera is not focused where it needs to be. Big Fish Vega, what up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah, man. You remember my first time meeting you was Border Wars 13 in Plant City. And I've said it to you, I've said it, on the call, just being at that event, seeing the lights, the ring, seeing how the people were walking around with the cameras, being even before the show, seeing people get like unguarded and listen to some of the Border Wars show, like it got me hyped. And as soon as you said you're gonna do another one, I signed up, right? That fell through. Then Rob the Genius tried to get another one going, right? I signed up again. That one fell through. So, I've been looking forward to participating for over a year. And when you had when that text I got out about it being canceled, man, let me tell you, that night I'm acting like a little bitch. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was eating ice cream. I was drinking a little bit. I was devastated because I've been looking forward. We was only less than 5 weeks out, something like that. And I've been putting just so much work, so much time, so much sacrifice to make this happen. So many things being moved around that, bro, I was devastated, man. So just hearing that it's not canceled, man, it's got me hype again. I feel like when I first signed up again, man, just all this energy I got, man, I'm in the gym, man, we sparring 3 times a week. And man, every week I'm feeling better. I'm looking better. And yeah, man, I saw that Ray. He made a little cute video. I don't know if you've seen it. It's very cute. And he said that he canceled his flight. But I mean, rebook that bitch. Yeah, there's some little bit of issues, but the venue being 30 minutes away, come on, dog. Like, how is that a big deal? Like, everybody knows Vegas, the Strip, and then there's nothing else really. So to go anywhere else, I don't see that being a big deal. Like I said, Plant City, I live in Florida, but I drove 3 hours to get there. Then I actually tried to get a place in Plant City. Couldn't, the place was a shithole. went to what's it called, Lakeland, and I was like, what, 20 minutes away? And I know people flew into Tampa, and then had to drive an hour to the Lakeland Great Plant City area. So driving is not an issue. Yo, if it's bigger, if it's better, if we can get more people, that's good. 100 people is real limited. Definitely can't have one bathroom. I mean, hey, I'm flying in late Thursday night, but Friday, bro, me and my girl more than willing to help. I can even speak to my girl if you need help. Like Keem said with his girl, for the ticket, the box office or something that she could be sitting down. Then yeah, and she could even be a backup medical person or something like that because she is a medically she does have some type of license in the healthcare and whatnot. So yeah, man. I mean, right to business, man. Like I said, real cute video, man. You could talk all you want, man, but I mean, just as you cancel your flight, rebook that bitch because you try to talk out that I'm projecting that I'm worried or scared or I'm gonna pull out. I ain't cancel no flight, right? You said I've been quiet. All my back call brothers know I've been talking about my sparring, how bad I want this fight, how I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. So who's the one that was projected? It seemed like you was, my man. So yeah, man, rebook your shit, right? I mean, you said you paid a little, you pay some money. I mean, as easy as you cancel it, you go on a fucking computer, right? You go on your little smartphone, you click some buttons, and you get that bitch going again. Plain and simple, not that hard at all, man. February 25th, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be in the ring. If it ain't, listen, it was never about fighting rate of bitchness. It was about fighting and participating in Border Wars. It didn't matter who the fuck it was. I said I'll take on anybody, and that energy hasn't changed. My energy's always remained the same, and is never gonna change. Don't y'all ever forget that, man. But that's all I got, Ness, man. You have a good night, and like I said, if you need help with anything, let me know.
Well, keep training, cause if Ray doesn't fight you, I do have someone. I don't know if y'all gonna be in the right weight. We might have to find y'all a catch weight. I'm gonna send you the footage that I have so far. I just text to see what's the lowest he could get. He's never fought either though. So I will send that. I got Rachel down there. What up?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you?
Nasty sound tired. Listen, big up to you to try to do an event and actually run it at the same time and try to compete in it at the same time. That's not something that's easy, number one. Number two, I think we connected in the BC. At least I felt like we connected
For
in the BC.
sure.
So at this, your fam. So whatever you need, you just need to tell us. Like if I need to pull, so for example, you're gonna run an event, you need other people to run the event, you need um the walkie-talkies that can communicate with each person. My team has that. We use them at fights. We have a whole freaking system that we bring out to fights that my security uses, and we have that here.
Mm.
So don't be afraid to ask. I know we talked about it really quickly. My son has that mixer I sent to you, which is, if anyone's listening, the Pioneer DJ JSZ. It's a $4,000 mixer that does have a mic plug-in, wireless, etc. We're calling his guys, all his people around Vegas that, first of all, his DJ instructor, the 4 DJs we know, and the producer of the Jabberwockies, in addition to pull speakers in case you're not going to rent them. That's fine. We'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. We're here to support you. I think just reach out and let us know whatever you need. Nonito's excited. He's practicing reffing. And we'll.
That's easy though. That's easy. I see it all the time. So
And we were just at the top ranked gym today, and there were refs in there. We got there at 11. There were guys already sparring. We left at 1. They're still sparring, and they had refs in the ring.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit up. I'm gonna hit up them. I'm
I
gonna hit up
hit that.
Frank.
I hit that. Frank sent me Anthony's number, but once I asked Anthony how much he wanted for the 4 hours, he went dark. Whether it's he didn't know he was able to charge, or he doesn't know what to charge, or he's getting advice on what to charge, but he hasn't answered me in 48 hours.
So you just need someone to press their neck a bit. Like it's literally like, dude, they just need in the nicest way possible. But like I said, like you're trying to run this event, you're trying to train at the same time. and it's a little bit of a, so what I learned, and I know because you're a Gemini, you want to do everything and then it starts to weigh. So just delegate, dude. Like you don't need to be, if you need us to make calls or whatever, we'll make calls, or I'll toss it to Nonito because his name has more weight than mine does, and tell him like, hey, can you call this ref and see if he can commit or not, and so we can move on, or we can check that off the list.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's all.
Ray Corona has me like that. He's like, "Is there money involved?" And I'm like, "Yeah, how much for 4 hours?" Never answered back. I'm like, "Fucking hell." And Ray Corona would have been good for the people. I know they would love that. Like they would be, excited to fight in front of a referee that actually referees fights on television that they've watched. So, yeah. Oh wow, this is
Yeah, so
amazing.
let's figure it out. Like I said, like, I know you sleep earlier than I do, and I get up pretty much on the same time that you do because of the boys. So, just pick up the phone, call me, and let me know what we need, and then I can continuously making phone calls to all the people that live here in Vegas. And then when we're done setting this stuff up, let's make this like talk about around town. Let's call everybody and make this viral so people want to show up, and have fun at this event.
Yeah, I think that's the whole key is, having everybody out there promoting it in some way that it's exciting, and people want to go out there. And I mean, I know that, boxing is boxing and all that stuff, because there's going to be a lot of haters too at the same time, you know. I think just having it done out there, and then just kind of inquire on what we need on in terms of like licensing or some shit like that or
Right,
whatever,
they were
right?
saying the USA boxing stuff, and that's insane. Like, just whatever we need to figure out, let's put a list, and then let's start hacking at that list one by one. It's not going to do everything if you're looking at a 10-page list and you're like, I don't even know where to start. Just one by one, boom, boom, and go into priority of what needs to be locked down. Screw the 30-minute drive, dude. Like, literally, even if you had it at Mandalay Bay and people book themselves at MGM Grand, it's going to take them 30 minutes just to cross the freaking street or drive across anyway. It's 30 minutes is nothing. We're spoiled as shit because we're from Vegas and we know that 20, 30 minutes, we're like, oh my God, it's such a drive. But everyone from other cities, 30 minutes is their everyday commute.
Shit, man, when I went to Philadelphia, I went back and forth Philly to Jersey, and it was like 30 to 40 minutes every single time, and I've never driven that much in a very long time. So, but when you're down to do it, you're gonna figure out a way to do it in the first place.
Yeah, so don't worry too much about that, Ness.
Appreciate it, guys. You're the best for sure.
Yep, hit me up whenever you need.
All
Talk to you
right.
guys later.
Thank you. There you have it, Rachel and Nonito Donaire. Man, those guys deserve the couple of the year award in boxing. James Payne, what's up?
You hear me? Mic
Yes,
check.
sir.
Yeah, what's poppin', man? I heard you mention my name earlier, and well, a few minutes ago, and then I think you was talking about in regards to like camera work and stuff, man. You know, Ness, since the last time you saw me at the Border Wars, I helped you with in Florida, man. I done picked up quite a few skills since then. Like I'm a licensed and certified a timekeeper in the state of Tennessee, so I got a judge's license, and I still do camera work and still do operations for TriStar, and I still, everything as far as for the production and the operation still, and then as well as the ticket booth
But do
running
y'all got a
and
fight on February? Do you have a show? Because I know y'all stay busy.
but as of
25th.
right now, let me look at my schedule. We don't have anything that I'm aware of for February. Look at my schedule real quick. I do have a booking in March because I'm gonna be in North Carolina in March, but that's March. February 25th. Nope, I don't got nothing on my calendar. But my problem, like I told you before, is logistical, man. Like it's not in my budget right now because I got a lot going on, so it's not in my budget to take care of my own logistics to get to you. But I mean, I didn't charge you the last Border Wars. I wouldn't, if I could get out there, if I was out there in large, I wouldn't really trip on charging you no money or nothing like that, because I just want the experience of being in
I
Vegas and
just
I could
I
get my
just text
networking
you.
on.
I just text you. Just text me your airport code so I can have my lady check what's the prices looking like. See if we could fly you out.
I even would I could tell you like this, just to try to make it more logistically responsible for you. I tell you like this, flying out of Nashville to Las Vegas is gonna be expensive, but I could drive home to Memphis. I would do that for you. I would drive home to Memphis and I could fly out of Memphis, and a Memphis flight would be a few $100s cheaper than flying out of Nashville, just to try to, make it more financially feasible for you. And I would just do it, drive the 3 hours back home, fly out of the city, come help y'all out on the weekend, and then fly the fuck back and be back at work on Monday. Like it ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? So just let me know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to take too much more time, but I'll be in contact with you, man, because I could be an asset to you just like everybody else saying, bro. And I'm not fighting this time. So anyway, that I could be of service to you, whether in the operations and the management of the event or the production. If you need a steady hand, steady cameraman, steady hand working your camera, or if you need me in the back with the boys making sure that everything is working correctly there, or if you need me ringside as a timekeeper or some type of judge or something like that. I mean, it's multifaceted what I could do, because I can do so many things. So, just holler at me, man. Because see, me, I love border wars. Like I told you, and I done told many other people, man, my entire life changed from me just having the desire to do border wars. And though I've never physically competed in border wars, I've had a fight, I've been through training camps, I've participated in boxing promotions, I've hung out in the boxing gyms, I've done all of this shit, and it all started from just me having that first desire to want to compete in border wars. I lost 50 pounds. It's just so many things that happened for me and changed. And it all started from just the idea of wanting to do that. And then I met you, and I met so many people in the community, and so many things happened for me, man. So, it's just like things like this. If I had an opportunity to help you and to help keep this thing moving, that's just the way that I pay back. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I pay it forward. So I don't mind this shit, man. So, I'm at your disposal too if you really need it. You just ain't never asked me. And I get it, because you a businessman and you very independent and you do so much and you built so much, man. But shit, hey man, this boxing shit a hard life, man. You can't do this shit on your own, man. It take a team of people to get this shit off the ground. And so, you gotta use your resources, boss, and I can be a resource to you. So I'll fuck with you. But I'll let you keep the phone lines moving and get to some of these other guys. So if you out there and y'all competing in border wars, train hard, happy hunting. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all ain't stray too far from the path and that y'all still able to make it happen. And if guys had cancellations and things like that, hey, I understand, but I really do hope that the event goes off, and I'm at your disposal if you need it, man. So just holler at me. Hello?
I'm here, James. I'm here.
Okay, all right, you probably just going checking phones, and your phone probably going crazy right now. But yeah, man, just
I'm checking
I
flights, champ. I'm trying to get you out here, man. Trying to make this shit happen.
all right, 100. Yeah, man. I'm just a phone call away, bro. Phone call, text message away, man. Fuck with me, man. Let me know, what you need of me, so that way I can already be, prepared in that regard. Or if I need to wear multiple hats, I can do that shit too. I do it. I Man, we throw shows, man, regularly, once every 6 weeks to once every 2 months, and our shows be real pro shows with hundreds and hundreds of people, man. So I think I can handle border wars. So you know what I'm saying? Just let me know.
Got you for sure. And we're going to put that definitely in the motion as I'm checking flights. I even got James Benitez checking. He might have found something cheaper. Uh, I was trying to go Southwest, to my peoples. Larry Smooth, what up? Southwest was wild and they wanted hella money. This fucking light blew out again. This is bullshit.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes.
Oh damn! I caught you at a bad time. God damn.
Nah, I mean these lights. I can't believe these are $400 lights. They busting out like every other
Fuck
fucking
type
day.
lights you got? That's $400.
This is for the studio. Fucking LEDs, but that LEDs supposed to last longer than fucking regular. This is sad. It's dark as hell in here right
You
now.
gonna have to get your bread back on that shit. But
Definitely.
yeah, yo, hey, look, I ain't gonna keep it short. Shout out to you, man. You can't win if you quit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you ain't canceled the show. Cause there's a few fights I'm actually looking forward to, man. I'm looking to I was looking forward to Alex and Ray, all the back and forth the last couple months or whatever the case may be. Hey Ray, rebook that fucking ticket, man. Like you already paid for the event and shit like that, yo. Niggas got a prop bet on you, champ. Like I got money on you knocking Little Fish Vega down. So please, man, rebook that fucking ticket, man. Get in there, you know what I'm saying, and whoop his ass like you said you was gonna whoop his ass. Looking forward to King fight. And Chef, looking forward to your fight too, man. Looking forward to Info Joe in there. He gonna have the burgundy suit on. He gonna be killing them out there in Vegas. Shit like that, man. So yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. Can't wait to see it. And that's really all I got, man. Stay up.
All right. I'm trying to get Ray this other fight. Y'all know him from the community. Memphis to Vegas, 200 on a Legion direct flight. That's dirt cheap, bro. Why Southwest is trying to charge me $600 for that flight? That's crazy. Let me see what else I got. I think we got everybody over there. Because that's Jerron and Ant. And I'm at everybody on Discord. Double check these super chats. Supermax says, I have no animosity towards my opponent either till I heard him join in on the EJ slander. And now I got a reason to punch him up, have a man down, hashtag Border Wars 14. Yeah, man. College interns could help with production. James Benitez, I've been trying to get a college intern since before we had Micah. It is not that easy. Yeah, Southwest be taxing. He said I paid $800 when I came out in November. Yeah, I would have never, ever paid $800. You tripping. That's way too much. Right then and there, I'd have been like, nah. Yeah, so Ron said he can't. I figured he's going to be busy. It's going to be a big day because of all the fights, man. And he did a really, really good job. I think it was like Border Wars 6 or 7. He did a really good job. Ever since then, I've been trying to get him to do it again. So Vega, the potential opponent, he's at 190 right now, and he says he can make 175. I know you already told me you don't want to go above 160. Yeah, I'm disappointed in Ray. He knows a lot of people in the community were into that fight, and he and I spoke personally, so like he knew the issues. It wasn't like I kept those away from him, so he knew it was just venue selection and referee. Yes, they're big issues, but the venue selection is a decision that I did not want to make alone because it's we talking 26 people, 13 trainers. So, what's that? 39 people alone, taxing celebrities that will be there to view it. A lot of people, man, is all I'm saying. And I didn't want to make that decision of forcing everybody into a small location. I wanted help from the people I was partnered up with to do this. That didn't work out, but today's show gave us the answers we needed because the community stepped up. But I did get to everybody. I got to go ahead and wrap it up because you guys are training while you're listening to this. Not me, though. You see? This is the bullshit. So, peace.